Okay, what's up, motherfuckers? So my name is Jack Ormonroyd. I'm the owner of cashcollection.io. This company is something that I've created to help B2C coaches and B2E coaches. So business to consumer and business to entrepreneur coaches. This is a 30-day intensive one-to-one program that essentially helps people master their closing through an intense training period. The outcome of this is to double the cash collection in the space of 30 days. In this video, what I'll be doing is I'll be breaking down an objection handling process that I've created that allows people to step into the identity of who they want to become. The identity closing code objection handling formula. I've proven to do it to myself. I've closed over $1.5 million in cash in 12 months. One of my clients, Julius, his record month was 10,000 euros. After 2 sessions of working together, he now closed 10,000 euros in the space of 1 week. Siggy, after 4 sessions of just working together, increased his revenue from 20K a month to 28K a month. And we still have another 4 sessions to go. So stick around if you want to understand exactly how you can handle objections without sticking to a script or sticking to a word track, but also understanding exactly how you can allow people to step into who they want to become by empowering them to make a decision.
Look, boys, like, I want to be on the same team as you here. And I want to see you guys win because I know that you fucking can. In terms of this, like, what questions or concerns actually are in the room, just so I can be aware? Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea to increase the close rate to collect more payments. So that's all good. I'll go ahead. I'll think about it. I'll let you guys know. Probably about like lunchtime, city time, just like because I like to think about things. It's very early morning for me. I should be doing some work right now. So I'll go ahead and let you guys know.
What I recognize here is that he said, I like to think about things, giving me excuses. I should be working right now. I should be doing X. However, what you have to understand is that if somebody likes to think about things, what does that indicate to me? That they want to delay. So what does that indicate about the past? That they've delayed. So what does that indicate then about the future? That they want to delay. So what I identify is that their excuse is delay. And by them giving themselves this excuse of delay, how likely are they to achieve the outcome that they want to have? Pretty unlikely. So this is how I center the questions, just so you know.
Genuine, like, because if you don't feel that I can help, like, there's no point in us even moving ahead, and we may as well just say as friends. Do you know what I mean? We may as well, like, just cut everything here. Do you genuinely feel that, based off what we ran over, that I can help you double your close rate and I can get you to the position that you want to be? Yeah, I mean, I do think you could probably help us out with that.
I do think you could probably identify that they're on the fence. And something that I learned very quickly from one of my old mentors was that when you say, I feel like I think it could, what you want to do is you want to go negative first, i.e. rule out any reason as to why it's not going to work.
Okay. I mean, when you say probably, like, it sounds to me that there's like an element of uncertainty, which is fine. Like, I wouldn't expect you to be 100.
Normalize uncertainty is extremely important that you do that, because otherwise they're going to be like, damn, I'm the only one who's ever felt uncertain, right? So you need to sit on the same side of the table as them by doing that.
What is it that you feel will not work about this? I mean, it's exactly what you just said. It's probably right. I don't know what will work about it because I haven't thought about it yet. Mm-hmm. Okay, so is the reason that you're going away to think about it to find out reasons as to why it won't work then?
Because I said, why will this not work? He then said, well, that's why I want to think about it. So it's like you have to call out the incongruencies there. Like, does he want to double his close rate? Does he want to double his cash collection? Yeah. But he wants to go away and find out ways as to why. He wants to go and find out ways as to why this isn't going to work. What the fuck?
It'll be a kind of evaluate. Because if you go away and look for reasons as to why things won't work, what is it that you'll find? Oh, I haven't gone away yet. Okay, let me ask you this then. If you look for ways to find a yellow car, what are you then going to go and see? A yellow car, right? I mean, yeah, eventually. Of course, because you're always looking for that option, versus if you're the same way as like, if you're looking for reasons as to why this won't work, you're always going to be looking for reasons as to why this won't work. So my question to you then, Liam, would be is like, well, before we run through that, do you feel that I can genuinely help? Like, do you probably think it will work? Or how do you?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like, I feel like 6K is like fucking, we're 16, it doesn't matter. Like, live with that preface. 6K. And if we can actually, like, I don't care if it's double, if we even just increase it by 5%, I believe we can double it. But if we increase it by 5%, that's already like way more money, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so even if we go off, I'm sure you boys spoke to me, don't you? Like Liam as well, yeah? I mean, yeah, I don't think it's been too involved recently, but yeah. Okay. So if you obviously seen this before, like an ROI calculator, you increase it by 5%. plus an additional 5% in Sharp, right? Which I don't imagine will be difficult.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just literally, because if he wants to think about it, then it identifies to me that he has a very logistical brain and a logistical way of thinking. So the numbers that I give to them are going to be the numbers that I can help them with. So that logistically it rules out the reasons to why he's going to want to go and delay, basically. All right. So if you look at this closely.
So you can then increase it to an extra $26,000 a month, like I mentioned before, because these are the stats that essentially you add this month. 45 calls, ticket price 9.5K, sharp rate 85%, offer rate 90%, close rate 20%. You increase those by 5%, you get a 26K additional monthly revenue. Yeah. So I get, like, that's the way that you like to do things, and I'm not here to fucking shit on your mindset in any way, shape, or form. But if that's the way that you've always thought about things, would you agree or disagree? Either one is fine. That
Here comes the challenge, right? So I'm giving him a binary option, but I'm also staying super unbiased. Would you agree or disagree? Like, either one is fine. I'm giving him an option to buy into what I'm trying to say. And if he does, then I know that I can lead the conversation. If he doesn't, I'll reframe it and go down a different route.
mindset and our way of thinking impacts our decision making, and our decision making leaves us with the life that we have right now.
I would agree. Yeah. I mean, I don't think impulsive decision making is a good thing either, though.
Impulsive decision makers. And now he's framing a negative on his option of going ahead. So I need to reframe the idea of him being impulsive, because it's not. He's hopped on the call. They've hopped on the call. They want to be able to make their decision to make more money. So I'll show you exactly how I do this.
Impulsive.
It's like,
I just mirror the language of, like, impulsive. Really?
Impulsive. Interesting word. What makes you use that word?
well, I mean, it's just like, I think it's quite rash to, be kind of making instant decisions instead of just kind of going over things. I mean, a lot of things can seem really good in the moment, and when you do more research, they're like different. So, I mean, you could like just send me like a PDF or something with all the information, contracts. It was held over to that.
Yeah, I mean, or like when we actually lived it together, right?
He's saying, send me this, saying it's impulsive, saying it's rash. He'll look at it today. So I just don't even, like, the best way that I've found to do this is to not really acknowledge them delaying it as such, especially if you're this deep into objections, because if you acknowledge that type of behavior, then like certain prospects will just walk all over you.
What would you say is, have you ever heard of the term like sales is the law of the mirror?
And I love this one as well. Like, sales is the law of the mirror, because when you put in like sales is the law of the mirror, you're then, if they run a business, which is then to other businesses, to other salespeople, to other coaches, and these other coaches want them to piff, like they want their customers to piff, so why aren't they? This is where you're going to be able to get some real fucking leverage in the conversation.
Honestly, like, well, Liam, like, would you trust him to coach me with sales if he just went ahead and sent you a PDF?
So now, like, the business partners are like not in alignment, right? So he's saying, send me a PDF. The other business partner is saying, like, but would you trust him to coach me in sales if he just sent me if he sent you a PDF? Now, this is one of the beautiful things you'll find about closing two people, is that often one will want to go and the other one won't. So they'll be combating each other, which makes your job a lot easier, because it's often 2 against 1.
I just want to like look over the details, see what things are looking like.
Okay. And what will that do?
It will just give you some more clarity, like off the call, so I can kind of look through things, think a bit more clearly.
Okay. Well, have you ever heard of that concept though, bro? In terms of like sales is the law of the mirror.
I had it.
No. Okay. What it essentially means is that you need to be the prospect that you want on the other end of the call. And so if you're going to challenge people to then go away, or like to pay on the call when you jump on a sales call, or when Siggy jumps on a sales call, genuine question, is it fair of you to ask somebody else to do what you wouldn't do?
Now I'm reframing his idea on delay, because he wants other people to pith. Well, what you have to understand is that sales completely depends on who you are outside of sales, right? So he wants someone to pith, but the idea is, okay, well, how can I get him to see it from a different perspective? And it's to bring in a third party. This is a very, very effective thing that you can do in objection handling.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Why not?
Always get them to sell you on the answers as well. So why is it not fair? Yeah, like, why is you going ahead and asking other people to piff and you not? Like, why is that not fair? Because then he's going to sell you on your reframe. Because two things happen in the sales call. You either close them or they close you.
Actually, is it? I mean, people are different, so. Okay, like why would it not be fair? Well, why would it be fair? Like, let's play both.
Because he said, is it fair? Well, I don't know. Is it? Like, everyone's different. So now I'm going to play into his bullshit a little bit and be like, well, okay, let's go down both routes. Why is it fair for you to do that? And then I'm going to go, why isn't it fair for you to do that?
So it's like, why would it be fair for you to tell people to do things that you wouldn't do?
Well, people are different. I mean, everyone's quite different, of course. Yeah. Some people want to earn 50K a month. Other people want to earn 100K a month. Other people want to earn $1 million a month. Like, some people are different, of course.
Like when he's saying everyone's different, you just want to blow it up out of proportion as well. Like kind of, it's a bit of a slap, right? Like, yeah, some people are different. Some people are happy earning 2K a month, 100K a month, $1 million a month. Like, I guess it really just depends on who you are, right? That way he's going to be thinking, well, yeah, there's people below him, but there's also people above him. And it's like, well, who does he want to be? Because everyone is different. He's right. Like, you can't disagree with that.
So it's just the way that the world works. Also, like, people aside, for you, how you feel about like your perceptions on life and your beliefs around yourself, is it fair for you to encourage people to do something that you wouldn't do?
Now I'm taking it off everyone, putting the spotlight on him, because then it's actually going to make it a lot fucking easier to go after him rather than going after everyone or his perception on everyone. Makes sense, yeah? This is always how you want to do it. When people start bringing up everyone into the equation, you need to start fucking pinning the spotlight on them, because when you do this, it's so much more fucking, you have so much more leverage because you're going after the person rather than going after everyone else.
It's not. Okay.
Getting him to sell me on the answers, like, is it fair for you to do that? It's not. How come?
Well, it's quite like just opposites. Like it's quite ironic.
Elaborate on ironic.
When he's saying the word ironic, like, I need him to elaborate on what he means by that, because his definition of that is probably going to be different to mine.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the meaning of what it's saying something but doing something different.
Okay. So in this case, like, let's say that I was your client, or let's say that every client that came onto your call then wanted a PDF, wanted an email, wanted a contract, wanted everything to look over, and you then gave that to them. Do you feel like what type of impact would that have on the money that you make as a business? Do you feel, without consulting the crystal ball, obviously?
Yeah, it will probably have impact.
Okay. Impact can mean different things. I don't necessarily mean that in like a negative sense. What impact would it have? It's more like, genuinely, like, how do you feel that would impact you?
But you see how now I'm so detached from it? Like, I don't care whether he's going to go with the answer that I want him to go for. Like, I'm going to give him the option to go both ways always, because it means that I have so much more power and control.
Business.
It would probably have a positive impact, like it would make us more money.
You feel like it would make you more money the more you let people go?
Oh, I mean, less money. Yeah.
Okay.
And when people don't, like, you always want to question their answers, because when you question the legitimacy of somebody's answers and you're skeptical of them, they internally want to disprove your skepticism. You see how, like, so far, like, he was like way on the other side, like it wasn't even close to meeting me in the middle, and now he's buying into my leadership on the call.
Makes you feel that way, does it?
Just like based off everything you said.
It's not about what I say, bro. Like, it's genuinely not, because it's more about how you think, how you feel, and ultimately where you want to go with your business.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I just kind of want to look over the offer and see like how things work. You know, the reason Tamir didn't even close me on the call was because he didn't even. I had no idea like what we were actually going to get. He didn't show me that, so I kind of just want to look over it, evaluate, and then come back. You know,
I'll show you now. So what it is essentially like a free level system, basically. So this is the identity closing code that I've created, because I don't close on a script, I don't close on a process, I close on an identity essentially. And I'll talk you through exactly how I do it. So essentially it used to be level 1, 2, and 3. So level 1 is like numbers, smoke screens, like surface level answers.
And because he told me, like, I hadn't even really shown them the product, I just told them about it. And I did have a bit of leverage here because I was friends with one of the business owners before. And I just hadn't met the other one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly like run him through like the program and like the Miro board that I've created, basically. I'll put it on 2x speed because it's like, it can be pretty long.
For example, I want to make more money, or I want to lose more weight. Level 2 is reasons, ambitions, emotions, drivers, the outcome of the outcome. So you want to take your business to 100K a month, right?
No, I want to do $1 million a month.
Okay. Why do you want to do that?
Well, it's a lot more money.
Okay. Why is it that you want more money? Just to buy more things. Okay. What difference is it going to make in your life to buy more things?
Just makes life like more enjoyable.
Okay. What about your life do you want to enjoy right now? Or what in your life do you want to enjoy more of that you're not right now?
So at this point, I'm just proving concept to him that like he can't get away with giving me smokescreen answers, and I'm just comfortable staying in that pocket because then I'm going to be able to teach his business to do exactly the same. So I'm about to blow his fucking mind.
Like I'm alright, bro. I just been fucking around for the last 50 minutes.
Yeah, I know, bro. Like, I'm not fucking idiot. Like, I can tell by the tone of your voice. This isn't like the objection I get in there. But see how it works. Like, it's like,
Yeah, I was just asking if you could bring it to sales, bro. Like, I don't mind. Just send me contracts. I'll just like whatever. What are the next steps?
As it actually turns out, like he was just shit testing me because he wanted to find out whether I'm actually qualified enough for sales to see if I can coach his business partner, which you'll get a lot in this industry. And you'll also get a lot of times as well. Like people want to test how good you are to see if because if you're fucking good on the call and you're able to provide value and insights and you're able to offer perceptions that people haven't thought of before and provoke their thought process, then guess what? What you're going to be able to do is start to make them think, fuck, if he's so good on the call, imagine what it's going to be like on the inside. And then the whole fucking vibe on the call changes. It's actually insane. So yeah, that was a 6K deal close there. Even though he was fucking with me the whole time, if I hadn't been able to sit in the pocket, like there's no way that he would have felt confident enough to invest into me because it was a joint decision between him and his business partner. A lot of people would have cut that out and just made it seem like it was like you know, not him fucking with me, and it was actually like a real objection. However, like if I hadn't been confident enough in handling that, then I would have lost the deal. And so if you want to learn exactly how you can objection handle like this, I'll pop in my Instagram in the description. Drop me a follow, drop me a DM, and I'm more than happy to provide some free value where I can. Or if you want to go into more depth and you want me to actually talk you through the processes, how they work, how the identity closing code works, how that can double your cash collection, and then how to stay in the pocket comfortably in objections without feeling stressed, without feeling anxious, without feeling like you're losing the call or asking retarded questions, then you can book in a call with me on my Calendly for half an hour and I'll talk you through absolutely everything, no strings attached. All right, like you don't have to come on. I'm not going to hard close you. I'm not going to fucking derail your belief system or anything unless that's what you want. But yeah, no strings attached, book the call and I'll see you on there. All right, ciao.